As golfers, we love getting out on the course, and so many of us would love to play golf without a buggy just like this one. A lot of you may know that last year I lost my father, and one of the things I know he wishes he could have done is walk more golf courses. So, introducing the brand new Hypershell X, and this is the world's first outdoor exoskeleton. Now, I've actually had this out a couple of times already because I wanted to make sure that I knew how it works. It's actually really simple. I'm going to play a few holes with it today and show you exactly what it's all about. Now, this isn't going to be for somebody like me, a young person. Well, to be fair, I mean, I'm not fighting fit, am I? But it's designed for people who want to get outdoors and save energy and not quite put as much exertion on their body. So I look at this and I think if my dad would have had something like this, he would have definitely have been out playing more golf, walking. And I think a lot of people out there potentially might well do the same. So I'll put a link in the description below. We're going to see just how it works today. There's a link in the description below. This is a paid video, so just so you all know, I'm going to pop this on. Unfortunately, Chris, this is for my waist. You can probably get on without it being on that, but I'm going to go 5 each here. And it's actually really easy, so I'll get the app open in a second. Guys, comment below, could you see yourself using one of these? Because I think it looks really cool. And if you can, start to get outside a little bit more and play more golf. Now, a lot of people might think this is cheating, but if this is cheating, surely that's cheating. Would you think?
Correct.
So let's get this on and then we'll fire up, because there's a few different modes on here as well that can really help. So, are you ready for this, Chris? And we're on. Now, if I fire the app up on my phone, so the Hypershell X is good for 3,000 kilometers of use. It's IP54 dust and water resistant. The battery range does go up to 17.5 kilometers per charge, so that should just about do me for a round of golf zigzagging left and right for my army golf. It's portable and light. It weighs as little as 1.8 kilograms. It's foldable and easy to transport, and the app integration has a control button on the exoskeleton. It's sufficient for all core functions like powering on and off, changing modes and raising and lowering assisted levels. So the interesting thing here is it does say that I will have 40% more leg strength and of course use 30% less physical exertion, which should help me get around the golf course with no problems. Now if we go onto the app, it's a really interesting thing. So you can see that we are here 5% power. Should we go up to 50% power? Because we can go eco, we can go hyper, we can go transparent, and we can go fitness as well. So lots of different options for us here. I'm going to go in, I don't want resistance, so I'm going to go hyper. And you can see now, so it actually allows me, it's kind of, this feels really weird. It's moving my legs for me. You see I'm like kicking forward a bit. Chris has got an interesting face on here, and like I said, it's not going to be for everyone, but I do think for people who go hiking, people who want to play golf and get outside more, I just see my dad in this and I think he'd laugh initially. And the beautiful thing is I can just kind of chuck it over there. It doesn't look all that uncouth, does it? Right, let's play some golf with it on. Guys, comment below, could you see yourself using one of these? I think it's really interesting. Now, I actually had my first ever hole-in-one on this hole back in the day. It's amazing how, do I look like I'm walking differently?
No, I wouldn't say so.
I feel like I'm walking with more of a purpose, but it's certainly not as intrusive.
There's only one time I've seen you move as fast.
To the pub?
Correct.
So now I'm not thinking about the Hypershell at all, I'm just concentrating on my golf. I'll tell you what, Chris, that might be an opening birdie. Look at that! Now obviously this isn't helping my golf hole, it's not an aid, it is just helping me kind of walk round. So I'll take my bag off, we'll keep walking and we'll see. Look at it. It's funny because I feel like it working. You obviously can't see much, can you?
No.
But can you see it much at the back?
No, not really.
Looks like I've got a big bum. Right, let's get the bag off and let's continue. So guys, do me a favour, get in the comments below, could you see yourself using something like this? It really does feel as though it's kind of moving my legs, not for me, but it's kind of predicting what I'm trying to do and what I'm wanting to do and move from there. Really interesting stuff. And if you want to walk more golf and you want to get outside more and you don't want to necessarily use a buggy, or because if you have a trolley as well, if I'm carrying my bag today, if you had a trolley as well with this, you like I said, you've got that 40% more strength and power, but then also you're using 30% less energy. And I can really start to feel that now. I feel like my stride is just ticking over that little bit more than maybe it would. So very interesting, and I love testing new stuff like this, because these guys are trying to get into the golf market for, I imagine, the kind of older end of golfers, the more senior players, and I'd love to see my dad have seen this. I really would. Because sometimes I'm a little bit skeptical about anything that's new to the market or new to anything, but I also think that kind of technological changes and advances are how we actually manage to keep progressing on, aren't we? So, I can check and get down and mark my ball, no problem. Can we birdie the first hole? An 18-hole challenge would be interesting with this. Very interesting. Oh, the Jews just slowed it down. Oh, the line was perfect. The funny thing is, there's people over there and I'm thinking, oh, I've got this exoskeleton on. No one knows, no one can tell. I mean, don't get me wrong, when you get close, you can probably tell, but certainly. And the more I'm wearing it, the more I'm getting used to kind of how I can move and where I can move. It's not physically restraining me at all. Par. So, out of interest, guys, do me a favour and get in the comments. Are you a walker? Are you a buggier? Are you a trolleyer? How do you like to play your golf? Right then, I think it's a nice little hybrid off here, and then it'll be driver on the neck, so we can test it with lots of different clubs. Even my walk into the ball felt with more purpose, like a march. Perfect. That'll do. Let's go. And like, my bag doesn't rub with it either. Obviously, because I single strap, don't I? I think if you had, no, it just sit on top though, doesn't it? You have to be bag higher. But I think if you are a senior golfer using an exoskeleton, the Hypershell, then I think you're probably going to have a trolley anyway. I can't imagine many people are going to walk and carry if you need these, because you're going to be trying to save your energy, not use it. Right then, what do we have in here? Got 9 iron, 140. Must admit, it feels great to swing with. That's all over the flag as well. Look at that.
Look at that.
That's another birdie chance. And I've never picked a divot up as quick in my life. Be interesting to see how these do take off, because I think in the hiking world they are really, really big, like the outdoorsy stuff. And a bit of crossover is always good, isn't it, in sports? So I was worried that it might be like intrusive, but I think, yeah, it feels a bit different swinging with it, but it's not, it's not ruining me. If anything, I'm swinging better. As you know, it's been a bit of a nightmare so far this year with my golf. Tell you what, check that out. And that is a chance to get under par. Right to left, nice pace. The flag has absolutely robbed me, that. Robbed me. So a big thing I suppose here is, do I feel like I'm exerting less energy? Do I feel like I have more power? I definitely feel like my walk is more invigorated. And I mean, I know I'm not in fighting condition at the moment, but I don't feel like I would struggle walking. You know what, maybe. Guys, do you want to see a 36-hole video? Imagine if I would have had this in the Hagen 54, things might have been different, because it's waterproof as well. So it rained all day. So why do we need an exoskeleton? Some people might say that it's cheating. I don't really need it, but imagine traveling to a place and being too tired to see the real thing you wanted to visit, or hiking but your legs give out before you reach the summit. An exoskeleton doesn't replace effort, it saves your energy so you can use it where it truly matters. And with Hypershell, distance no longer limits your curiosity, it of course fuels it. Right, I'm going to hit a little hybrid up here actually, because I'd love to play like 18 holes with this, and just, I might do it without a video and just see how we get on. Because I have stopped walking and I should be walking more at my age. Oh, look at this. Be good. Be good. Don't hit the pheasant. I must say, I've hit some of the best shots I've hit in a very, very long time in this video. Is it because I've got 30% less energy loss, less fatigue, Christopher? I think you'd fly around with these, Chris. Look at the march I've got on here. Probably because I know that bacon was served 5 minutes ago for the charity day we're playing in. Right, birdie chance at the last. I can probably count on one hand how many times I birdied this hole, and I was a member here for best part of 15 years. Would you take a drop there? Oh, that's improving the lie. We'll not do that. I mean, is there something in this? Am I playing good golf because of less energy exertion? Guys, that is under par on a handful of holes using the Hypershell Exoskeleton. Not going to be for everyone. I do think, I think about my dad often, and I think what would have helped, what would have made his latter time more enjoyable, I think something like this certainly would have done, all jokes aside. So if you want to check out the links in the description below, thank you so much for the guys for the opportunity to work with them. And maybe, you know what, dog walk as well.
Oh,
You know, in winter when you just want to get going.
what were you thinking?
Yeah.